Hello, hello. Looking good. Ready for some growth? I got your back. So, which person in your life do you think is the most toxic? Ding, ding, ding. I'm sure somebody came to mind fast. But is there a chance that there's others and you just haven't identified them yet? Like I said, I got your back. I'm Sage. I'm a growth coach. And the topic today is how to identify toxic relationships. So, what makes a person toxic in a relationship? Well, they maybe influence us to walk down a bad path or disregard our dreams and goals or values. That's pretty toxic. Or maybe they're self-centered or even narcissistic, and the relationship is not a reciprocal one. You're the one doing all the giving. Or maybe they avoid healing themselves and growing into a better version of themselves. Maybe you're constantly setting goals and working on yourself, and they're like, oh, whatever. That can be toxic too. It's okay that people grow at different rates and at different times, and we all have different things that happen in our lives, but if you just stay stuck there forever, that's not good either. So, a couple quotes for you. A bad relationship can do that, make you doubt everything good you ever felt about yourself. Hussein Nishah. Second quote, sometimes trying to fix them breaks you. Steve Maraboli. Which relationship in your life is the most toxic? Have you worked on creating boundaries and protecting your peace? Well, I got 4 ways you can protect your space and peace in a relationship. First off, communicate from your heart. If you're like, oh, I wish they'd do this, or I wish they'd say this, or I wish they'd... Ask for what you want. You don't control another human being, but if you don't communicate, they can't read your mind. You can ask and they can say no, or keep acting the same way, and then you're gonna have to make a choice. But if you don't ask and you're just like stewing all the time, like, oh, they just never do this, well, then that's on you because you haven't communicated it. Number 2, focus on your growth. Why do you think you attracted this into the relationship? You got somebody that's really toxic because they're influencing us down a bad path. Well, why did you draw that into your life? What about you needs to be healed or grown so that you aren't attracting people that want to do that to you? Number 3, strong boundaries. Pretty sure boundaries is in a lot of my talks, and I wish I would have learned that skill a lot faster, but boy, has it made my life better. Strong boundaries. You can't keep letting people treat you poorly. You're going to have to set a boundary. And then number 4, the 4th way you can protect your peace in a relationship is end the relationship and cut all ties. Sound hard? That's why it's number 4. Hopefully you can try the first 3 and one of them will work. But if they keep just doing nasty stuff to you and use you, then it's time to cut ties. So remember, the topic today is how to identify a toxic relationship. And there's all different types of toxic relationships. So what can you do right now to protect your peace in your relationships? Reach out. Book a session if you need help. And follow me at Sage Robinson Miller on YouTube, my website, growingsagejourney.com, or Facebook or Instagram. Love you. Thanks for growing with me.